Will investing in the SBI Life Smart Power Insurance Plan help you create wealth in the long run? Let us find out through an in-depth analysis in this video. Hi there, welcome back to holisticinvestment.in, where we help individual investors like you to make the right financial and investment decision to reach your financial goals in a more faster and smarter way. Now, before analyzing this policy, let us first understand a few basic details about it. So, this is an unit-linked insurance plan, and some of the key features of the policy are: there are options to choose between level cover option and increasing cover option in two plan options, and the inbuilt accelerated total and permanent disability benefit allows you to advance the policy benefit to become your living benefit. Also, you have the option to choose between two fund options, which is the trigger fund option and smart fund option, and there's flexibility provided by two free switches and also liquidity available by partial withdrawal. So these are some of the key features of the policy, and there are benefits like death benefit, settlement option, inbuilt options, and also maturity benefit. And there are also various charges, as this is an ULIP policy. So what will happen is they will deduct the charges from your premium and then only they will invest the premium. So this will reduce the initial investable amount itself. So in the long run period, your overall returns will be significantly impacted, and this should be taken as a drawback. Some of the advantages are there are two life cover options and a variety of fund options available for you to choose from, and you can also switch between the available 10 funds under the smart fund option, and you have the choice to choose between the two fund options, and the policy holder has the option to receive the death benefit in installments, and during the installment stage switches are permitted, and during the settlement period the no charges will be deducted except fund management charge and switching charges. So these are some of the advantages of this policy. However, the disadvantages are the policyholder bears the investment risk in the investment portfolio during the settlement term. The lock-in period is for 5 years, and during the first 5 years of the contract, unit-linked insurance products do not provide any liquidity. Policyholders also will not be able to totally or partially surrender or withdraw funds invested in the unit-linked insurance products until the conclusion of the 5th year. So the premium is invested after different costs have been deducted, and even though it is a hybrid insurance or investment product, neither the insurance is adequate nor does the investment serve its goal. So these are some drawbacks that you need to keep in your mind before deciding to invest in this policy. So now, as we have a basic idea about this policy, let us move on to the analysis part of the video, where we are going to conduct an IRR analysis, which is we are going to calculate the internal rate of return of this policy based on the benefit illustration given in the policy brochure. So let us assume that a policyholder invests in this policy for a premium term of 20 years and a policy term of 20 years. So his investment contribution is 1 lakh per annum. Here we are going to calculate the best case and worst case scenario returns by assuming two gross returns of 4% per annum and 8% per annum. So these are not guaranteed returns, these are just for example purposes to show you the two extremes of investing in a market linked product, as this is a ULIP policy. So in the worst case scenario, this insurance policy gives you an IRR of 1.96%, which gives you a maturity benefit of 24,66,399 rupees and the death benefit of 10,71,790 rupees. So this is the worst case scenario. In the best case scenario, the IRR comes around 5.89%. So at the end of 20 years, the SBI policy gives you a maturity benefit of 38,47,928 rupees and a death benefit of 13 lakhs 35 rupees and 940 rupees. So IRR return of ranging from 1 to 5% is not something justifiable given the risk and the long-term time horizon we have taken to invest in this policy. So as this policy is not giving us the desirable outcome that we need, let us move on to an alternative scenario where we are going to invest in insurance investments separately and compare those returns with the SBI policy for a much more help us make an informed decision. So here, for life cover purpose, we have opted for a pure term sum insurance. So in this policy, in the pure term insurance policy, the sum assured is 1 crore. The premium term is 20 and the policy term is 20 years, just for a fair comparison with SBI policy. So here the premium payment we are going to pay is just 12,500 rupees. So compared to the 1 lakh we paid in the SBI policy, here we can save up to 87,500 rupees, which we are going to invest in PPF first, which is a risk-free product, just to see how a risk-free product fares. So it's currently giving an interest rate of 7.10%. So as you can see, PPF gives us an IRR of 5.97 return. Even though it's giving similar returns to the 8% scenario of the SBI Life, here what we need to remember is these are risk-free returns and guaranteed returns. So even a guaranteed risk-free product can give you similar returns to the best case scenario of SBI policy, whereas there is a possibility SBI policy can't even give you that much if you consider all the charges and GST and everything. Suppose if you invest that same amount in ELSS for a fair comparison, because ELSS also has market linked risk. So this will help us take a more informed decision, because here we can know what is the better risk adjusted return, right? So in ELSS, if you invest the same amount, the IRR comes around 10.55% even if you calculate it on the post-tax return. So at the end of 20 years, it gives us 64.12 lakhs as investment return. So if you compare it to SBI, it has potentially given you more returns. So this is a better risk-adjusted return, because the return here is justifiable compared to the risk and the long-term period we have invested in this fund. So what is the final verdict? Is investing in the SBI Life Smart Power Insurance Plan worth it or not? Like any other ULIP plan, this policy is no different from others. Even after taking a risk, it gives us a return that can barely beat inflation. On the other hand, it has a lock-in period of 5 years, which offers no liquidity. So if the policyholder meets any misfortune during this time, he cannot get any benefit. So this policy does not really help you to grow your wealth in the long term. If you don't want to take any risk, then you can choose PPF and term insurance combination to create long-term wealth, or you can go for ELSS mutual fund and term insurance combination to create long-term wealth even after taking a risk, because it gives you better risk-adjusted return compared to the inflation rate and especially compared to the SBI policy.
If you want to read more about this policy, then you can definitely check out the blog post we have posted on our website through the link in the description. And if you want to gain more professional guidance through a professional financial planner, you can choose to book a one-on-one complimentary consultation with one of our professional financial planner through the link in the description. Also, if you want to gain more investment and financial insights through the leading experts in the finance industry, we also conduct regularly free live webinars through which you can register and gain these insights. The link is in the description. Also, if you like this video, definitely hit like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can come up with more such financially beneficial content for you. Thank you for watching.